Now what actually prompted the making of the Palesa pad?
You know, I traveled a lot in Africa and I saw poverty firsthand, and I really wanted to do something to help girls, particularly because I've seen how women have been marginalized. And then I actually found out about the sanitary pad crisis, and it suddenly made sense as to why women are just not getting ahead.
Right.
And so I had to do something. And I'm not the first person to work on cloth pads, but I hope I'm the first person to make them gorgeous.
Right. Well, gorgeous indeed they will be. But also you have the support of the finance minister, because he actually announced last year that there would be zero tax on sanitary towel. Today, 1st of April, actually, it takes effect,
yes.
That particular announcement. What does it mean for the overall industry that you're in terms of making sure that the distribution of sanitary towels is a lot more easier?
I think for a lot of us in the small businesses, the VAT hasn't really affected us, although it will decrease our costs, which will make the pads more affordable all round. But I think for the consumer, it's going to make a huge difference, because in the shops, all the sanitary pads will be less VAT now, so they'll be 15% cheaper, which will make a big difference and make them more accessible for everyone. So it's a big step forward.
I think I'm also excited about the fact that you introducing reusable pads, but also the question of hygiene has been such a huge issue. I need you to demonstrate exactly how then the Palesa pad would work and explain how hygiene then would be sort of taken care of.
Absolutely. So we've got, so this is the little box that they come in.
Okay.
So it's very pretty. It's got instructions on how to wash them, because that is a concern for most people.
Right.
They can wash them by hand, or you can wash them in the washing machine. So they have we have four different sizes based on absorbency. So you'll know from disposable pads, you get the little drops so that you know your heavy flow, light flow, etc.
I like how they're so portable, so you can pack them in a little, portable kind of pack there and put it in your school bag.
Yes, exactly. It doesn't even look like a pad.
At all.
A lot of people ask me, they say, oh, where do I get that little bag to put the pad in? I'm like, no, this is the pad.
Yeah.
So if you have your panty like this, I've always got my little pink panty. This is not mine, by the way. Somebody asked me that the other day. So this is the absorbent side of the pad. It's very soft and comfortable, as you can feel. Doesn't chafe, doesn't cause any irritation. And this is the waterproof side of the pad. So the waterproof goes against your panty, and you fold, so you put it inside your panty like this.
Right.
You fold the wings over and you just snap it closed, just like that. No glue or anything. But for those like little girls or those who have smaller panties, they can put it on the second clip, so then it's a little bit tighter.
Gotcha.
You know, because their panties are little. And that's it. So that's basically the pad. It's very, very comfortable. There's no chemicals or anything.
There's no leakage or whatsoever?
No, nothing, because the entire pad is waterproof. That is our promise. If you have a look, no leaks, no stains, no smells. I'll get to the smell. So you can actually wear the pad for up to 12 hours, because there's no chemicals, there's no irritation. But we do recommend you change it every 8 hours. It just depends on how you feel. So when the pad is full, you then just unclip it.
All right.
And now the blood's all here, but it's dry, so it's not dripping out and being all gross. You just fold it over. You don't touch any blood. See? And that's it. You snap it up and put it like this in your school bag or your handbag and just take it home to wash, just like this. You don't need an extra packet or anything, because it's waterproof, the pad is its own bag. It folds into its own bag. Now, the interesting thing about the smell, before I get into the washing, is that, we all know that smell of a period, and it's revolting. Do you know that smell is not natural?
Really?
Really. It's not you, it's the pads. So if you mess on your pajamas or your sheets or your panties, it doesn't stink like that. Because it's not you.
I can't believe I'm only realizing this now at 27.
Because you've probably only ever used disposables. That's the thing. So because so that smell is from the chemical reaction between the disposable pads and your blood. So because there's no chemicals, there's no smell. Even when you're wearing it, or even when it's in your bag. So the washing is really simple. You can wash them in the machine, as I said, but for those of you who don't, a bucket's fine. Just any old washing powder that you've got at home. It doesn't have to be any specific brand. So the thing that's important is not to wash them on top of one another like this, because this entire pad is waterproof. So whatever comes off here is going to get stuck. It won't be able to get through. Same goes if you wash them like this. Where's the blood going to go? But we don't want to wash one at a time, because that's wasting water. So what we do is we clip them again the way that they were on the panty. And we just put some cold water and washing powder in the buckets and put them face down to leave them to soak for about an hour. When you take them out, there's almost nothing left. This fabric is so washable, it just runs right out. So basically all the bloody water's in the bucket, nice black bucket so you don't see it, and your boyfriend or your husband or your father or your brother doesn't see it either in the bathroom. You just chuck it out into the toilet, put a little bit of clean water, and then just good old laundry soap that we all have at home. Just give it a little bit of a rub to get rid of the
so the soap also won't irritate the skin?
No, it doesn't. It's very mild soap. It seeks is mild and gentle. So you just rub it on here to get the marks off. And the most important thing actually is the vinegar. So if you just have a smell here, it's good old-fashioned fish and chips vinegar. Cheap, everyone's got it at home. And what you do, this is your fabric softener. So if you use a normal fabric softener, it will put a film over the fabric and it won't be able to absorb. So you just soak it in that.
That sounds so easy.
It's so easy.
So easy. But thank you so much, Sherie. I really appreciate this time. And for anyone, of course, that's looking into purchasing the Palesa pads, where can they find them quickly?
On our website, www.palesapads.com, or anywhere on social media. We're everywhere.
Alrighty then. Well, there you have it. Make sure that you get yourself a Palesa pad, particularly if you also want to just donate to a community of young girls that need them. You could do so. Rally your friends behind it, your colleagues, all the women in your family, and make sure that every girl does not miss out on school due to the menstrual cycle. But thank you so much to Sherie and the Palesa pads team.